So the golden question as of right now is what the hell is going on with Season 4? As we know, it was supposed to come out last week and it got delayed because of things going on in the world, which I think is completely reasonable, but we don't know when it's actually going to be coming out. They haven't given us a date yet. They haven't given us a trailer, a blog post, basically nothing. So we don't know when it's coming. What we do know is it's probably coming at some point this week. And if I was to give you my best guess, and the leaked date for it is going to be Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning. So the normal time that they do that is 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 2 a.m. Eastern and whatever it is in your time zone. So that will probably be in Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning. Now, throughout several leaks and things like that, we have a pretty good idea as to what is coming throughout Season 4. We know Captain Price is going to be the main operator coming with the Battle Pass. We know the weapons consist of the Galil and the Vector. On top of that, we know Gaz is coming later in the season. Some of the maps include Scrapyard, Broadcast, and something called Oil Rig, which is a remake map from Modern Warfare 3. So we have a pretty good idea of many of the things that are coming with Season 4. But one thing that I haven't covered much is what is actually going to be happening to Warzone in Season 4. There really hasn't been many leaks about Warzone. There hasn't been a lot of things said about it, but there is a lot of rumors, and I thought what I would do is put all of those rumors together in one video and discuss everything we can expect to see in Warzone coming in Season 4. Now, before we hop into that, I just wanted to let you guys know that since Season 4 isn't yet out and we can't play it, what we're going to be doing on stream tonight is we're actually going to be streaming a Call of Duty campaign, an old Call of Duty campaign that is Call of Duty 3, which is, of course, Treyarch's first iteration into the Call of Duty series. So if you want to check that out, I try to do these every Monday where I play a different Call of Duty campaign. It is the first link down in the description. You can check out my Twitch, come hang out, see what the campaign's all about. Maybe you've never seen it before, but yeah, that's going to be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So if you want to check it out, like I said, first link down in the description. So moving on to Warzone and what is going to be coming in Season 4, keep in mind most of these things that we're talking about today are rumors, but there's definitely big evidence to support them. So first things first, the big thing we got to talk about is map changes. This is something that hasn't happened since the launch of Warzone. Since the very beginning, really nothing has changed with the maps aside from gameplay changes, like different bounties, different weapons on the ground, and things along those lines. But we are all expecting map changes to happen, as when I first went to go play Warzone, the developers at Infinity Ward very clearly let us know that yes, we're going to be changing the map throughout the lifetime of Warzone. So there's essentially three different map changes that can potentially happen in Season 3, and it looks like they're setting up for. The first of which, and the most talked about of which, is the dam. Now, you may have noticed at the beginning of Season 3, a lot of emphasis was put on the dam. The main loading screen for the game is the dam. On top of that, the area that your character walks across in both multiplayer and Warzone is on top of the dam. Kind of strange, but then the evidence got bigger and bigger. Data miners were mining the files of Modern Warfare and finding noises for the dam cracking, water melting, and water pouring out of the dam, kind of leading to the idea that the dam may break or the ice above the dam is going to start to melt, and therefore all of the waterways underneath the dam would fill up with water. Now, the only counter evidence to this is, as of right now, you can't swim in Warzone. So if all of those lakes, rivers, whatever you want to call them, are filled, that's going to completely change the way you have to traverse the map. Now, the weird thing about this being one of the first things that they do in Warzone is this is obviously something that also happened in Blackout. During Operation Spectre Rising, Spectre blows up the dam, floods the Blackout map, and in turn, we see the entire map flooded and water is everywhere. If they did the exact same thing with Warzone, would be a little strange. That's all I'm saying with this one. The second thing that people are expecting to change is the stadium, and this is one that I don't know if it will change in Season 4, but it's definitely going to eventually change, and let me explain. So first of all, the reason why this rumor started is it's a giant stadium, a huge building in the middle of the Warzone map that is literally inaccessible. You can't go inside it, yet zones were still finishing on top of the stadium, which doesn't really make any sense, as the only way you can get up there is via a helicopter. or dropping in, I guess, if you respawn. But other than that, that's the only way you can actually get up there. So it would make sense for this stadium to actually open. But on top of that, there's also some information put out by Infinity Ward that actually supports this. If you go to where they have the Warzone map that with all of the details on it on the Call of Duty Warzone website, you can actually read about all the individual areas. And when you read about stadium, this is what the description actually says. The stadium itself, also known as the Acropolis National Arena, is a colossal structure roughly oval-shaped and arguably the largest single building in Verdansk. Though not every gate is listed in these location overviews, you can walk the concourse and view a map signs for more information. The stadium interior is currently inaccessible, however, you may wish to use a parachute or helicopter to land on the roof. You may notice in the wording there, it doesn't say the inside of the building is inaccessible, you cannot get inside. It specifically says currently inaccessible. If anything, this is the one that the developers have basically said, yeah, eventually we're going to be opening this bad boy up. The last one has kind of two parts to it, and it all has to do with Bunker 11. Now, I have a whole separate video on how to open Bunker 11, but once you do, inside Bunker 11, you can actually find missiles and nuclear missiles inside the bunker. Now, potentially, these could be launched at any time, at any position on the map, and completely change the way that area of the map looks. It could literally hit any area on the map. Now, are they going to do that? Are they going to launch nukes? We don't know. That's not something we're going to know until that's either in a trailer or we see that in some sort of season cutscene like we see at the beginning of every season. But as for right now, there is that potential there. Now, the other part of this that I believe will be changing in Season 4 is if you've opened any of the bunkers, first of all, some of them are still inaccessible, but there's also a second door inside all of the bunkers. This has to be open somehow, whether that's with a different color key card or a different Easter egg altogether, maybe having to do with the computers around the map. This is something that will definitely be added within Season 4. The question is, when? Will it be there at the launch of Season 4, or is this something going to be added halfway through? But I think we can guarantee that these bunker Easter eggs are definitely going to be expanded on within Season 4. The next thing is something that actually changed during Season 3, which was kind of surprising. There is this little shed outside of the prison or the gulag, and at the beginning of Warzone, this shed was closed off. You could not go inside it. But after a couple updates ago, they essentially opened it, and inside is basically a little robot and a schematic for an RC car. Now, it's rumored that this RC car is actually going to be put in the game in Season 4 as a new field upgrade. Now, whether this is just going to be in Warzone or multiplayer and Warzone, at this point we don't know. We also don't know if you'll be able to explode it like you can in Black Ops, but at this point all we know is an RC car is definitely coming to the game at some point. After this, moving into some smaller changes, ones that you probably expect with Season 4. First of all, new ground weapons. This seems to happen every single time they put in a big update in the game. The weapons that you find on the ground and out of loot boxes are changed. I would also expect to be able to find some growl and vector weapon variants or blueprints on the ground as well, once again within loot boxes and on the ground. So no real surprises there. Now, the other big one that a lot of people are talking about, and this one as of right now is just a rumor, is a growl nerf. Right now, if you're playing Warzone, you'll know pretty much everyone and their mother is using the growl within Warzone. It's just kind of like the best weapon, no recoil, super easy to use, super great time to kill. And since so many people are using it, it's kind of suspected that it's actually going to be getting nerfed with the beginning of Season 4. Now, by no means is this confirmed, but my question to you guys who are watching this, what do you think? Should the growl be nerfed? Is it too good? Also, if there's any other weapons you'd like to see nerfed, let me know what you think. The only other one that instantly comes to my mind is I still think that RPG needs to definitely be nerfed within Warzone. But hey, like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, the last thing I wanted to cover in this video is something else that got delayed. As we know, the PS5 press conference got delayed alongside the Season 4 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, it's a rumor at this point that Call of Duty 2020 is going to get revealed at this press conference. This press conference is now scheduled for June the 11th, which is just in a couple of days. So it is possible, I think it's unlikely, but it is possible that in the next couple of days we might actually get the COD 2020 reveal. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, because as soon as we hear anything about Call of Duty 2020, as always, I will keep you guys up to date on that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, have notifications turned on, all that good stuff. And also, as always, if you enjoyed this video, found it informative, as always, I really do appreciate it if you do hit that like button. It really does help out the channel and shows me that you enjoyed the video. But that's pretty much all I have today. That is pretty much what we can expect from Warzone in Season 4. I'm sure we'll get some other surprises as well, as we seem to always do with Warzone updates. But for now, this is all we got, and soon we'll be finding out exactly what is changing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.